Welcome to today's Daily Catch Devotional. We're going to be in Joshua this morning, Joshua chapter 1. We'll look at verses 1 and 2. It says, After the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spoke to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise and go over this Jordan and all this people to the land which I am given to them, the children of Israel. 40 years ago, in a previous generation, God exodused his people out of Egypt. A journey that should take about 11 days ended up taking right around 40 years because of Israel's unbelief. They didn't want to follow God. They wanted to do things their own way. And because of that, they kept doing circles and circles and circles in the wilderness. And Moses was chosen by God to be the deliverer of his people. And God used Moses to deliver his people out of Egypt. And God was going to use Moses to not just get them out of Egypt, but to lead them across the Jordan River into the promised land. That was the plan. That was the plan until Moses messed up the picture. If you remember earlier on in the Bible, Moses, he decides to strike the rock. And God tells him to strike the rock once, but old Mo decides to do it twice, and he does it out of anger. And God goes, Moses, because you've misrepresented me, you don't get to be the one who leads my people across the Jordan into the promised land. There's going to be another who comes. Because you've fallen short, because you're disqualified, you don't get to lead them into the promised land. I've got another who's going to do that job, who's going to accomplish that task. That another was Moses' assistant, Joshua. Joshua, we could say the greater than Moses. Moses, a great representative for you and me of the law. The law was given through Moses, the Bible tells us, but grace and truth came through Jesus Christ, or literally Joshua. The name Jesus in the Greek is what the Hebrew name Joshua derives from. So Joshua is a great picture for us, representative type of Jesus. What Moses could not do, in that he fell short and was insufficient, the greater than Moses, the greater than the law, Jesus Christ himself came along and is able to accomplish what the law could never do. Because like Moses to the children of Israel, the law to us shows us that we've fallen short, shows us that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, shows us that we don't meet God's standard, God's expectation. But Jesus comes along and he's able to bridge the gap. He's able to do the work that the law could never do. The law shows us we're sinners. Joshua, Jesus, saves us from our sin. So here in Joshua chapter 1, verses 1 and 2, two very simple verses. The imagery, the implication is significant. Israel gets to enter into God's promises because Joshua gets to lead the way. And you and I get to go on our way to the promises that God has for us in eternity, not because of the law, because we fall short of that, but because of Jesus, because of our Joshua who came along the way, and he leads us across that Jordan River into what God has for us. Hope you guys have a great day.